today's video, I'm going to give you guys a no BS guide on how to really improve in Modern Warfare 3, whether you're playing Warzone, rank play, multiplayer, wherever you're playing. Today's video, I'm going to be going through how to really improve all aspects of your game, okay? So you guys can probably notice we're playing a private game, playing some bots. Now, most of the time I'm playing, I don't really warm up simply because I kind of just want to get into the action, but it's definitely not the right approach to take. And when I warm up, I can really feel the difference in my sessions. Now, a lot of the times I coach people, I ask them, you know, how many times you warm up. They give me a whole kind of speech on how, you know, they really want to improve, they really want to get better. And I'm like, okay, I'm sold. You know, you really sound like you're convinced you want to improve. So how long do you spend warming up? Oh, about 5 minutes. Okay, cool. So you don't want to improve. You want to just play the game, which is absolutely fine. But if people really want to improve, then warming up is a fundamental. If you look at CDL, who has the best shot in the league? In my opinion, it's Optic Dashy. Now, what does he do every single time you watch his stream? Half the time, he's playing scrapyard. He's shooting bots. So you want to keep on sharpening that sword. You want to perfect your craft. So let's go through how to warm up and how to warm up effectively. Another problem with the whole concept of warming up is people think you just go run around and you kind of just shoot bots. Obviously that's kind of a part of it, but for me personally, I like to really warm up and have a goal. So I'm going to talk through kind of some of my basic warm up points and what I like to do. Let's get a nice round number like 180 so it's easier to move forward. Okay, perfect. So now we're on 180 kills. Okay, let's just say right now I'm like, okay, I'm going to play some rank play. And what I really want to warm up right now is my drop shot. So we're going to start off with up to 200 kills. I'm simply going to go around, and every time I spot an opponent, I have to drop shot them. Now, some of you might have never drop shot before. Some of you might only drop shot. But doing this mechanic, right now, these 20 reps I'm getting, let's say I go from 180 to 200, these 20 reps are allowing me to become more comfortable with the drop shot mechanic. Now, again, it looks kind of easy, but if you're actually looking in game, just me moving my thumb in the way I am to get the drop shot, this is a mechanic I need to be comfortable with. So now I'm seeing how it works in different gunfights. I'm also seeing right now, if I drop shot and I don't move anything else, my crosshair, I'm trying to see how it reacts. So right now, let's say I drop shot. Let me kind of put my crosshair to someone. Let's say I'm drop shotting right now. You see, I have to move my aim as well. So it's about, okay, how can I get comfortable with it? So right now I spot the opponent, I'm drop shotting. As I drop shot personally, I like to move my right stick up slightly so that it compensates for the recoil. So it compensates for the centering. So let's say my crosshairs around there and I drop shot. Technically, my shot will look like that if I don't move anything. But what I actually want it to do is I want to drop shot and my centering to look in the middle. So you see the kind of difference there? It's just about as I'm drop shotting, I'm moving my crosshair where I want it to be. So let's say I spot this opponent, I'm going to drop shot. As I drop shot, I'm going to move my right stick up, okay? Let's get to 200 and move on to the next mechanic. But this is really how I warm up. I'll be like, okay, I'm going to shoot 50 bots like this, 50 bots like that. Now, let's say one of you watching this has never drop shotted before. Make it 100. It depends how much time you have and how much time you really want to spend improving. So I've just done 20, right? I'm going to move on to the next mechanic. Feel free to try out your own range. If you feel like you only want to do 5, do 5. You want to do 100, do 100. There's no magic number. It's literally about reps. At the end of the day, the more reps you do with something, the more comfortable you're going to be. So now we're going to do the jump, but not only a normal jump. Every time I jump, I have to jump again, okay? So I'm going to slide, jump again, jump again. And what I'm straight away going to be doing is working on that centering. So I have to jump around the corner. I'm going to get more snappy. So there's a player on my left, jump around the corner. So even this gunfight right there, just every single time I'm able to do it, I'm going to get more and more snappy. In terms of when I have that gunfight in a game now, I will have an extra rep. I'll be more and more comfortable. So I'm only going to do 10 just because of for the sake of the video. But again, I would literally do this in a bot session, how I'm doing now. I would shoot a bot. There's a player in front of me from the minimap. Jump around, kill him. Jump around, kill him. Simply just repeating that mechanic. Just getting as many reps as possible. Let's go forward now. I have to stand still and jump. So instead of using my momentum to jump left and right and get that like long jump, all I'm going to do is jump where I'm standing. So I go through, a slide, a jump where I'm standing. That way, I'm working on my still jump spot. So I'm working on my standing jump spot. So like that, jump where I'm standing, go through, jump where I'm standing. When I say jump where I'm standing, as in I can jump left and right, but it's not going to be as, you know, it's not going to be like a proper long jump with the momentum. It's literally going to be, as I'm shooting somebody like this, I see them around the corner, let's go around the corner, oh, I see him, I'm going to jump. So just that standard jump shot. Again, let's keep going. Let's get 3 more. I like to keep it nice and even so I know how many bots I'm shooting with a certain mechanic. That's just my OCD kicking in. You don't need to do that. So we go through again. Perfect. Now, biggest tip is use ammunition box. Just make sure you're kind of stacked so you can keep going. So what's the next thing we want to learn? Okay, cool. Let's try something else here. What I want to do now is I literally just want to work on my crosshair placement, my centering, because this is one of the most important things. So right now, look at the mini-map. There's a player on my right. So as I go around, I'm going to move my crosshair where I expect them to be. So right now, I'm simply just working on my crosshair placement. I'm not running, I'm simply just working on my crosshair placement. So there's one, and all I want to do is aim in and shoot. And if my crosshair placement is good enough, if my centering is good enough, I should be able to get the shot. Okay, perfect. So let's go around, no sliding, nothing. Okay, now I've done it for a few kills. Let's go for 2 more. Let's go for the 230. 230. Okay, now I'm going to slide cancel while I'm doing it. So me personally, I go straight to kind of just moving and centering, but again, it just depends on your level. You want to build it up by building blocks. You don't want to go straight in. So right now, let's say you've never worked on your centering. It's fine. Just walk around and do that. Just work on your crosshair placement. Once you get a bit more advanced, go for the slide cancel. Go for the jump. So right now, every time I find someone, I'm going to jump, go across, slide cancel, shoot. And this is just like natural at this point in terms of just making sure you're using the mechanics and just really practicing your shot and stuff like that. Then let's say I move on again. I've only done a few bots because I've been shooting already 200, but again, feel free to try out yourself. The next thing I want to do is my recoil control. So in this scenario, I don't want to just spray with my rival. I want to really work on that medium to long range gunfights. So the first thing I'm going to do is stand where I can have those medium range gunfights. Like this gunfight here, for a rival, that's a pretty good gunfight. That's not an easy gunfight. But at the same time, if you get practice enough, you'll find your shot to kind of look pretty smooth. So right now I'm just going to go through, and all I'm going to do is work on my strafing, because strafing maximizes aim assist, and my recoil control. Now for me, the easiest way to control my recoil is not to spray my shots. It's just to hit like 4 shots and then stop for a second and then hit another 2. Okay, so I like to break mine into bursts. So the reason I do that is because it takes 6 shots to kill someone. If I can hit all 6, right? Let me show you what I mean. Oh, that was awkward. But let's say I hit all 6 shots from here. Even if I control my recoil, okay, it's a little bit difficult. I still miss a lot of shots. So let's say again I go for my 6. I'm still missing some shots. It's just, for me, it's very hard to control like the rival at range while hitting all your shots. So let's say this gunfight here, which is a really far gunfight. So if I go through, again, I'm not missing all of them, but when you play players that are going to be better than the bots and actually moving as well, it's going to be a lot harder to hit. So what I like to personally do is I like to do the tap fire. So I shoot, and then about 3 to 4 bullets into my gunfight, I stop for literally a second. So what happens is, when I stop for a second, let me show you how it looks. It basically evens out the recoil, and it goes back to square one. So although I'm stopped myself from shooting, it looks like I'm kind of trolling, right? I'm actually controlling the recoil even better, so I'm killing them in a faster time. So let me show you against a wall how it works. Let's say I'm just shooting like this. Okay, that's very rude of you to interrupt, bro. We're literally, okay, Kendall, there was no need. Let's go back to this truck here. Let's say I'm shooting this truck here, okay? So I'm shooting, I'm strafing. Obviously, it's good even at range. I can kind of shoot, like I can shoot my shots. And I can, you know, it's consistent to a fair point. But if I want to get those really long range shots, I would rather shoot. And then look at this. Look at me just shooting, okay? So I'm kind of going around in circles, but let me show you what I mean. This is just me shooting and strafing and controlling my recoil. It's still all over the place, but you can still be accurate. So when you do it against a wall, it doesn't look great. But right here, you can see it still can be accurate. But what I like to do is I like to split my shots up. And again, let me show you against the wall. Okay, this is not great. 15 bots around me. When I shoot a wall like this and just shoot, my shots go everywhere because the recoil pattern is spread. Please do not kill me. I'm very happy here. Okay, thank you. But right now, when I shoot and stop and shoot and stop, it's a lot closer together. So you can see this is kind of further out. This is closer together. So even when I'm strafing, if I just shoot and I kind of stop, it's a lot easier to control your shot, because when you're spraying like this, your gun basically has a maximum recoil pattern. But when you're just tap firing, it really doesn't. It really makes it a lot easier to control. So the biggest key factor is when you're at that medium range, you want to have a rhythm. So you know exactly when, hopefully this guy can kill me. Come on, kill me, bro. Get on with it, we're in a video. People don't have patience out here, which is, you know, which is fine. I don't have patience either. We need to get on with this shit, man. The bot's just standing in my way. So anyways, yeah. You don't want to be just like, you want to get a rhythm. You want to understand the rhythm. Now, the reason I'm talking about this video in such depth is because, honestly, the amount of comments I'm getting of people that want to improve, and I've literally decided to make my channel the #1 place for people to improve. And I want people to really take accountability now. But right, am I warming up? No. Okay. I just need to get better, and I need to warm up more, and that's fine. I need to stop having this kind of ego. I'm not saying everyone has it, but I've coached a lot of people, and they've kind of agreed with me that the thing that's stopping them from reaching their potential is a pure ego thing. So a lot of the times they're like, right, I literally think that I should just jump on and be able to kill everyone. I'm like, okay, let's say that is the case. Let's say you jump on and you're able to fry everyone in the lobby. You're clearly better than those players, right? What happens when you play somebody who is your skill level but has warmed up? They are going to have more of a chance of killing you. So why are we letting them? We should be warming up, just as a basic. If someone like Dashy, who has the best shot in the game, is constantly warming up, why do you think it doesn't apply to you? And that's kind of the main takeaway from the video. We'll have a quick little warm-up session with the MCW, again, show you what I mean. So with the MCW, this is where the recoil applies even more in terms of the burst fire, and I'll show you exactly how I mean it. So right now, if I just shoot across the wall like this, can you see the recoil? Even though I'm controlling it, it starts to bounce a little bit more than normal, right? It starts to bounce a little bit more than normal as I shoot the wall there. But now, let's say this opponent's there. Instead of spraying my shot, again, I can control it. I definitely can control it. Let's say there's an opponent right there, I can control it. It's not too difficult. But I prefer to do this. Like, I prefer to hit like 2 shots, 3 shots, and then stop. The game itself isn't complicated, but people make it a lot more complicated. Like with the MCW, you have 30 shots. Technically, you should be able to get like multiple kills with 1 mag. But so many people waste their bullets and miss so many shots because they think they're getting more accuracy from it. Because, you know, the more shots you shoot, surely you're hitting more, right? But what I learned from Dashy specifically is sometimes it's better to just take a little bit longer, but hit all your shots. So right now, for example, let's say I go across, there's a player right there. Like, just me tap firing there just makes it so that I hit every shot. And when you're hitting every shot, you're probably going to get a faster time to kill. So when I'm warming up my MCW, I can go anywhere in the map. Right now is a really good point. I go to the high ground, go across, and I just work on different mechanics. I work on just snapping on people like that. So there's my snapping proving, just like that. Now, I do understand when I play people in rank play, in Crimson's, Iridescence, they're going to have superior movement. That's absolutely fine. It makes a lot of sense compared to bots. The main concept of warming up is to get your rhythm ready. It isn't to kind of replicate an in-game scenario. It's just to get your rhythm ready and sharpen your sword in terms of your craft and the way you're shooting and stuff like that. Your application is in-game. But the more you do this, I promise you, you will improve. So, I'm going to wrap it up here. If you guys are playing the game, you guys are not improving, I think people are looking at the wrong metric. People are looking at improvements purely based on the rank. Now, of course, that's the easiest way to tell. Oh, I'm in Diamond, I'm a Diamond player. But the problem you have is, first of all, solo queue is a completely different ballgame to playing in a stack of 4. So you might know somebody that could be like a, you know, Diamond, and you could be a solo queue Platinum, but that player might not be as good as you. So you need to remember, like, at the end of the day, the rank is a kind of good indication, but it's not the end of the world. You should really focus on improving and playing better. And just to really wrap this whole concept around, I want someone watching this to kind of just think to yourself, right, how long do I spend playing? Let's say the answer is 2 hours a day, okay? Now, obviously, this is variable. It changes for every single person. Everyone has a unique circumstances, absolutely fine. But let's just say you play 2 hours a day, okay? If you just jump into rank play, you are playing 2 hours of rank play when you're not warmed up. You are only warmed up, let's say it takes you 40 minutes to warm up, okay? Which I think might take longer, let's say it takes you 40 minutes. You are only playing like just over an hour of rank play when you're warmed up, okay? If you just spent even 15 minutes shooting bots, you'll be more warmed up than anything. So the rest of your rank play session will be more valuable because that hour and 45 that you now spend instead of 2, so that let's say instead of playing 1 game of ranked, you spent the first 10 minutes warming up, you will be more ready because you've shot 100 bots. So you shooting 100 bots is 100 gunfights you wouldn't have had. Because imagine your first game was a search and destroy and you had 7 gunfights in 10 minutes. That's the reality for a lot of people. Spend the first 10 minutes warming up so that every gunfight you have, you're giving yourself a higher chance of winning. YouTube, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's just kind of my 2 takes on how to warm up. I just seen a lot of people in the comments and stuff kind of asking about it, and I just want to make a detailed video. Again, the channel, I'm really designating it to helping you guys improve and just reach your potential. So if there's anything, anything specific you want me to see, make sure to comment it down below. I don't reply to all my comments, but I read every single one of them. It's sometimes hard to reply to all of them, but I do appreciate your guys' support and all the comments you are leaving. So make sure to let me know. And yeah, if you guys want to join the community, there is a Discord community down below. Make sure to check that out. Also, we are live on Twitch most of the time, so check us out on there and join us on Discord. YouTube, thank you guys so much for watching. Catch you guys for another video tomorrow. Peace.